Hey you guys, welcome. I am Celeste and this is Entrepreneur Her. It's Saturday, the day after Valentine's Day, and I was supposed to be out running errands trying to get some things accomplished, but it didn't turn out that way. So let's have a car chat while I'm on my way home. So I have been feeling a little gloomy, melancholy, since we've been having this rainy weather. And I mentioned to you guys that I did a tarot reading 90 days after my 90 days after my new year. So I started my new year on my birthday and October of last year, and I was basically, I wouldn't say starting over, but I got to a point where I was ready to start living my life. So I put some things in place, and then 90 days later, I did a tarot reading to kind of like get a feel or figure out if I was on the right path. And, you know, I wanted to figure out what was going on spiritually and the things that I needed to do to grow spiritually. And so one of the things that was told to me was that I needed to focus. Now, I was thinking that it was for school because I posted a video up here about me taking the exam to get into the nursing program this fall for LPN. And so I thought what she was basically saying was that I needed to focus at this time with everything that I was trying to do with school and everything, I needed to focus. So I started thinking that, maybe I needed to get an apartment. Cheryl Lee Ralph, I think it's her name. She's an actor, and she talked about how her and her husband live in separate houses. And just because I would love for my husband to be a little bit more affectionate and emotionally in tune with himself so that we could communicate better emotionally, I accept him for who he is. And just to help me, I do need my own space. I really do. Because when he's near, I be wanting him to touch me. I be wanting him to say certain stuff or do certain things, and that's just not who he is. So I thought that was what I was supposed to do. Man, when I tell you last week on my job that I am so happy and grateful for, that has done wonders in my life. It's a really great company. I had plans to go to Thailand while I worked for this company, and come to find out I wasn't meeting Matrix. And the head people came down to the office location in Arizona, and they started letting go people that were not meeting Matrix, people that were below Matrix. And so my supervisor let me know that I was on a list of people not meeting Matrix, and that she really liked me and wanted to keep me around, and so I needed to get my Matrix up. And that her boss, which is the head of my department, said that February 21st, I guess they're going to revisit or whatever, because I do understand that, first of all, my supervisor was in the wrong for telling me that people got fired. She told me who some of the people were that got fired and why they got fired. And it made me worry to no extent, because I don't know other people's business. So to get just that little bit of information and not have a whole picture of what was going on with everyone so that I could measure myself up against them, that wasn't the situation. And I thank God for that, because all of the worrying, I started looking for other jobs. Like, y'all, I was in the mind frame that I was going to quit before I got fired. And apparently the company is giving a 2 weeks severance pay. So when you get let go, if we're in the middle of a pay period, or if we just got paid, or whatever the case may be, you're going to get the next 2 weeks paycheck. Or they give you, I think, 2 weeks probation to try to get your metrics up to meet metrics. So because of my supervisor not being as organized as I would like her to be, I don't know if February 21st was my judgment day as to whether or not I'm meeting matrix. I don't know if February 21st comes and if I'm not meeting matrix, then they're going to have the conversation with me about the 2 week severance or the 2 week probation period. And it really has me in my feelings, and it really has me feeling some kind of way. I do know that it just means that God got something even better and even greater for me. As a human being, the job has helped me so much that there's just so much that I want to be able to get done with this job. And so I'm struggling with my emotions, trying not to feel hopeless, but having faith that I'm able to meet the challenge. I'm able to stand up in the paint and, you know what I'm saying, cross the finish line no matter what happens. So I technically haven't applied for jobs yet. And you guys tell me what you think. Should I go ahead and just start applying for jobs just in case? I definitely took off next Friday and Monday to get a breather, because every week on Monday they give us our stats, our matrix, and it doesn't include anything that we didn't actually create a prescription number for. I'm a nationally certified pharmacy technician, and I work for a pharmacy that mails patients their medication, and so I work fully from home, and our main office is in San Francisco somewhere, but we have 2 locations, in Arizona and in Ohio. So our matrix is measured by, our data entry is measured by the number of prescriptions that we type, by the number of prescription numbers that we create. And so they divide that because they feel like we should do 1 and 2 minutes or whatever the case may be. And so they do this math, this funky math or whatever, to get our matrix. And everything that I do at work that doesn't have me to create an RX number, I have to keep tally of that myself, so that my supervisor can calculate all my productivity and then give me the numbers as to whether or not I met matrix. So the report that I'm gonna get on Monday alone does not tell me whether or not I met matrix. It just shows me what my matrix is for the prescriptions that I've created in the system. So when I figure out what that's about on the 17th on Monday, I took off that Friday and I took off that following Monday, because I have faith that I do have my job. I just had to rise to the occasion. So that's all that's really going on with me, you guys. The weather has been rainy looking for the last couple days, and I went on a really deep dive last night with what's going on with the politics and everything, just trying to stay abreast on what changes or what's going on, especially since we got farmers complaining about the immigrants not showing up to work because they're afraid about the deportations. So I just been keeping an eye on the food and stuff like that. And my husband has a green thumb, so for the most part I'm not worried about it. And I've been trying to stop eating meat. For some reason I've went back to eating turkey and chicken and a little bit of beef and some bacon here every now and then, but just, you guys, that's all. So guess I'll check in with you later. Bye.